if you want to be the best football player you can possibly be, then this is the video for you. This is the place that you want to be. This is the channel that you want to watch, okay? In this video, I'm going to be teaching you, I'm not going to be teaching you anything. I'm going to be reacting to this video called Daily High School Football Player Schedule. So if you're a high school football player, you're just a football player in general, we can learn how our schedule is supposed to be, and I'm going to react to what he thinks about it, and I'm going to give my 2 cents, what I think about it, how I would change it, if I would keep it the same, whatever. So let's get straight into it.
This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be going over what's up guys, this is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be going over a weekly workout schedule and daily schedule for high school football players. So we're going to break down kind of like a day in the life of a high school football player. So we're going to be starting from 6 a.m. going all the way down to 10 p.m. at night. So I posted something like this on Instagram the other day, and a lot of people had a lot of opinions about this, and so I wanted to kind of make a more detailed version of it and just kind of give you some of the background, some of the thought process behind all of it, and answer some of the questions that a lot of people had on the Instagram videos. So from 6 to 6:30, here's the thing that pisses me off, you guys. I made this schedule 6 a.m. wake up time, and all the people in the comments are like, oh, well, my son gets up at 4 a.m., so he's already up 2 hours before you are. It's like, dude, your son gets up.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna be reacting to this, but I'm gonna kind of give my knowledge, bro. I think I said this in some of my videos, bro. Whenever you wake up waking up at certain times and working out, that's not always the best thing for you. If you're out there bragging about how you're at the gym at 5 a.m. working out, it's cool that you can do that. It's that's fine. But if you're not pushing yourself, if it's not intensity, and if you're not doing the right things, you're just showing up to the gym at 5 a.m. and taking a picture and posting on your Snapchat or on your Instagram just to show everybody that you're up. If that's the only reason why you're doing it, that's the main reason why you're doing it, bro, you're not stop, bro, stop. Okay, it's cringy, it's annoying, because then whenever you hop on the field, it's you're trashing, bro, aren't you working out 5 a.m.? What are you doing in those workouts? So don't think you got to wake up super early to be good. Okay.
Up at 4 a.m. and then he goes to bed at 8. Well, what if somebody works out from 8:15 to 10? Then it's oh, well, that guy's working while you're sleeping. So it's guys, just because you get up early doesn't mean that you're don't be that. Maybe it can give you a mental edge on.
I used to do it. I used to do it.
Doing the hard work, whatever, yada yada. Cool, fine, fantastic, but you're gonna tire out later on in the day, and the person who wakes up later isn't gonna be as tired later in the day. So it's a push-pull.
Exactly.
As long as you're getting your work in, you're gonna be just fine. Okay, so I want to clear that up, but we're gonna assume that it's a 6 a.m. wake up time. Okay, so you're just gonna wake up, and this is just a prep for the day. Maybe you shower. Then from 6:30 to 7:30, that's gonna be you're gonna drive to school. And then you are also going to eat in that time period. Eating is very, very important, guys, especially with this busy schedule that we're going to map out today. A lot of athletes throughout the school day don't eat enough. So at school, that 7:30 to 2 window, I know some of you guys maybe have a little bit longer of a school schedule. That was a lot of the heat that I got in the comment section was oh, who has school from 7:30 to 2? Obviously, the schedule can be adjusted based on your school times, but I know for me personally in high school, I got out at 1:35 every single day, and our classes would start at 7:50. So, from 1:30 on, that was when we had football, so that'd be considered our 6th period.
Bro,
that's when you're having school.
I used to be there at 6, get there, leave school in at 2:30. This man had
I used to do this, and this helped me, especially if I was trying to gain weight. Because again, you're a high school student athlete, you have a very busy schedule. I would try to eat a snack between each passing period. So from period 1 to 2, I'd have a peanut butter and jelly in between. Periods 2 to 3, I'd have a peanut butter and jelly in between. So I was packing a lot of food during this morning period. But again, it was just a way for me to be able to gain weight.
That's a universal thing. My school did the same thing. My coaches did the same thing. Have a peanut butter sandwich in between if you want to put on weight. And it works. It works truly. But what I found most effective, and not everybody might not be able to do this, but it was meal prepping. And whenever I was a senior in high school, my high school had a microwave that you could share. It had 2 microwaves in the whole lunch thing, and so you can go there and you can just heat up your food that you meal prepped. And so I would heat up my chicken, rice, and broccoli. I would eat that every lunch. sometimes I wouldn't even eat breakfast. I would just, but it's all depending on your situation. If you got to put on weight, then obviously you want to eat breakfast, eat snacks, meal prep if you can, and then come home, eat dinner after your workout. Okay.
Something I absolutely had to do. Just make sure you're not missing your meals simply because you are at school. Now, after school, this is where it gets fun. From this 2 to 3:30 window, that's what we're going to be discussing next. So we're going to be talking about team practices, things you can do on your own, family time, and all that good stuff that obviously everybody loved to have an opinion on in the comment section of our Instagram video. Now, also, fellas, if you are a quarterback or wide receiver watching the lead train next Nevada, Austin, California. So now let's get through the rest of this schedule. So from 2 to 3:30, you guys, that's going to be your team workouts. So I'm going to put team workouts. Now, especially right now, we're filming this video. Like, I know you may be watching this at a different time, but we're filming this video in February. So during February, generally it's just lifting, like off-season lifts. Maybe you'll do some stuff on the field after practice, whatever the case may be. But that's going to be your team workout period. Now, I know a lot of you watching this video are skill position players, so quarterbacks, receivers, maybe running backs, right? Because it's a big portion of our channel. Maybe some of you linemen are watching this as well. But from 3:30 to 4:15, that's when I feel like you should be doing work outside of practice with your teammates. So I'm going to put RVA, but this could honestly mean anything. RVA stands for route versus air. So let's say you're a quarterback, you should get 2 or 3 receivers throwing some routes, working on your timing, working on your skills. You're a receiver, you get your quarterback. It doesn't have to be the starter, it could be the backup, just to put in that extra work outside of practice. Not only are you doing this at school while your coaches are still there, so maybe they
you want to be great, just the things that they tell you to do, you got to do more. They tell you to lift during the period of school, and then when you get after school, you got a track workout, and then they say you're good after that. If you want to be great, you want to do better things, you got to do things after that. You got to do more than that, okay? And he's probably going to get into that, but yeah, if you just do team workouts, then you do track practice or whatever your schedule is. You just do what you're told to do, and you don't do extra things. You're not going to separate yourself, okay?
See that, and they make
He's probably going to get into it.
Coaches do that, you guys. They see the effort that you're going to be putting in. Or you're just building chemistry and improving your skills. You should be doing routes versus air. And I'm just going to put /training. Because, like, let's say, for example, that, like, you're... like, let's say nobody wants to train with you after practice, but you're doing some stuff on your own. You're getting better, you guys. So now, from 4:15
don't always need somebody to work out with. Learn how to do it by yourself.
So you're going to drive, and then I would say, like, so let's say maybe it takes you like 30 minutes to get home. Let's shoot conservatively here. So let's say it takes you 30 minutes to get home. For the additional 30 minutes, I would probably get started on some homework. Now, here's the thing that everybody was jumping me for on Instagram was like, throughout this whole schedule, because it's going to get a little bit busier as the evening goes on, everybody's like, oh, well, like, you're not spending time with your family. Where does your family time come into play? This schedule's going to burn somebody out, like, yada, yada. You got 30 minutes of drive time here, 30 minutes of drive time here. Those are both opportunities that you could put your phone in your bag and you could actually spend time talking to your parents, to your siblings, whatever you're doing. Like, I think a lot of times, like, honestly, what it takes to be successful, you guys, like, take it from me, you don't get a lot of free time. You know what I mean? So, like, you have to make the moments count, not make a bunch of different moments. So, like, you may only have an hour of time where it's just you and your mom, you and your dad, whatever the case may be. So make the most of those moments. Like would you rather have an hour of quality time or 3 hours of everybody's on their phone just doing BS and just not actually talking to each other? Because that's what most families do. Most families they're at the dinner table and, like, 2 kids are on the phone, the parents aren't even talking. Like, you're spending time with each other, but is it really actually, like, quality family time? I'd rather have 30 minutes of quality time than 2 hours of just, like, BS. That's just me personally, so that's why I suggest that there. Now, from 5:15 to 6:15, what I would say is that's probably going to be like your second type of training. So I'm going to put second workout. So, like, for me as an athlete, like, that would always be me, like, throwing with receivers, mainly throwing with, like, my dad. So, like, practice would end, I would go throw with my dad for about an hour or something like that, or I would do some type of mechanics workout in the backyard, something extra, right? So you have your team workouts, you have a little bit of training.
One thing I will say about this, he might bring it up later, but after your team workouts and after you run routes, where he says routes versus air, and whenever you drive home, I don't know, he might say it, but get some food, bro, because your second workout, he said more technical stuff, so it might not be as exerting, but get some food, get some protein, get some carbs in your body so you can recover and get the most out of your workouts. Because you might have had a workout after school, after school before teamwork. You might have had a workout in between schools. Some schools do that. So that's a workout, that's another workout, and then that's routes versus air. Drive home, get some food in your body, get a big meal in, okay? Just so you can get the best out of it, okay? You might say, I don't know.
After the team workouts, then you have your own actual workout. Maybe that's seeing a private trainer, could be something of that nature. Then from 6:15 to 7:15, that's going to be dinner.
Yeah, so
and again, that's family
I would say get some food in before and then have another workout, but whatever your preference is.
And I would also crank out some homework as well. For an hour at night right here, I would also crank out some film study. So that's watching film, whether that's of opponents, whether that's of your own film, studying your film, whatever. And you could also make that like coincide with homework as well if you have homework. And then from 8:15 to 10.
One thing I will say is that this isn't every day. So on your rest days, if you don't have team workouts and you just want to rest your body, you got more time to watch film. You got more time to do homework. And I mean, like it's really simple. It's nothing crazy. It's just really putting in the work and being intentional with the work you're putting in. That's all it is. It's nothing magical about this. It's just like show up every day. I watched the video on my own. It was like a podcast about elite athletes, high performers, and the ones who were most successful. I forget what sport it was. Maybe it was tennis, baseball. I don't know. But the ones who they did a study on like who was like the most successful on the team or just on every team, and they said just the ones who showed up to practice them. I think it was swimming. The ones who showed up to practice the most, those are the ones who became the most successful. And so you just gotta schedule your day out and show up and tick every box. You just gotta show up every day. And then obviously showing up isn't just enough. You got to show up, and you got to show up with intention, with intensity, okay? And that'll come as you keep showing up, that'll just keep building, okay? But showing up is the starting point, a very, very important starting point.
I recommend phone off. And then you could go family time for all you family time people out there that feel that this schedule is too tough. But right there, guys, that's a full day for a student athlete, and I really think that's doable. 6 to 6:30, you wake up and prep for your day. 6:30 to 7:30, you drive to school, you eat some breakfast. School, eat, make sure you're eating in between pass periods. Stay focused at your school. When you're at school, you're not elsewhere.
You are where your feet are. You are where your feet are.
45 minutes of routes versus air training after practice. Drive back home, doing some homework when you get home. Again, spending quality time at this drive time with your family, doing your second workout, eating dinner, finishing your homework, studying some film for about 30 minutes to an hour, and then take that phone off, spend some time with your family, do whatever you need to do to compress, maybe also finish some homework if you have a big test. That's a very doable schedule that I think would be great for any.
Hey, nothing special about it. It's just showing up, putting in the work. What I said is it's simple. You just got to show up, put in the work. And it's a new battle every day. You put in the work today, you had a good week. Okay, tomorrow, right now is what do you got to do right now? What'd you say you're going to do right now? Okay, what is there something that you're putting off that you need to do? It's things like that. First down training, very respected. I used to watch him all the time when I was younger. I mean, great like YouTuber, I guess, to learn more about playing football, playing receiver, quarterback, whatever. Man, shout out to him. And yeah, man, that's the end of this video. If you like this video, I'm sure this one right here will help you too.